Hi, my name is Maddox Krask, and I'm here with
Layla McLaughlin.
And for my Geek Out project, I decided to do Billie Eilish, and I'm gonna quiz and talk to her about all the things she already knows and doesn't know about Billie Eilish. First question is, what do you know about Billie Eilish?
I know that she's a singer. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I know.
And I'm gonna be teaching her a lot of facts, and we're gonna see how much she's learned throughout my Geek Out project.
Yes.
First off, I'm gonna give you guys an overview of who Billie Eilish is, because probably not all of you guys know. According to the source Billie Eilish from Wikipedia, Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Neill was born in Los Angeles, California on December 18, 2001. She is the daughter of an actress and teacher, Maggie Baird, and actor, Patrick O'Connell.
So she's a Nepo baby.
What does that mean?
It's like you were born into a rich family and didn't make it the fame yourself.
Billie Eilish also has a brother named Phineas, who you'll learn more about in a sec. Eilish and her older brother Phineas were homeschooled by Baird, a decision their parents made to spend time with them and to give them more freedom to pursue what they like to do in their hobbies. Another question is, how do you know about Billie Eilish? How did you first learn about her?
I learned about her because I used to listen to a lot of her old music.
According to the source Billie Eilish from Wikipedia, one EP was released on January 14, 2017, and it was her first EP ever to release. She also did have some old songs that she released before, including Ocean Eyes and I think 6 Feet Under. She also released Copycat, which is another one of her songs.
What does EP mean?
EP is it's a set of music that it isn't enough to be an album, but you just all release it in one chunk. Usually 5 to 6 songs, but that one was I think 7 or 8, but it still was an EP. Billie Eilish also, over the years, has released 3 albums. One is Where We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? That was released in 2018. Then we have Happier Than Ever, which was released in 2021. And then her newest is Hit Me Hard and Soft, which was released in 2024, which also was released on my brother's birthday, which is pretty cool. Another one of my questions is, what is your opinion on Billie Eilish?
I think overall she's a very natural and original singer. She doesn't need auto-tune to make her songs and all of this, and I think she's very creative with what she makes, and I think it hits deep down for some people.
According to the source Billie Eilish from Gale, when Billie Eilish was younger, she used to just play and make music for fun until in 2015 she released a song called Ocean Eyes. It was 2015, November 18th. The track was written and mixed and produced by Phineas, which is her brother. Phineas writes a lot of her music and helps her write. Some songs he's written all by herself, and Billie just sung them, yeah. And this one, Phineas wrote all of it and she sung it. The song Ocean Eyes has hit several hundred thousands in the first 2 weeks of being released. Weeks of the song being put out to SoundCloud, because originally they just put this song out to SoundCloud for fun. A person named Danny Ricasson was listening to the song on SoundCloud and reached out to Phineas's manager and was talking about Eilish's potential. And ever since then, Billie Eilish started writing a lot more songs, and that's what came the EP, and then other songs before that EP. How do you think Billie Eilish started her career?
I would have thought she started her career by either taking singing lessons when she was younger, or she's always been in the movie industry or the song industry since she was a kid and she was well known, but I really didn't know that she made her own music just for fun, just for it to get very famous.
According to the source Wikipedia, Billie Eilish started playing the ukulele at 6, which really sparked her music career. And then she started singing to her own music, which is pretty cool. She performed in a lot of talent shows because she lived in Los Angeles at the time. Then she actually wrote her first real song at the age of 11 for her mother's songwriting class. The song is about a zombie apocalypse, inspired by the television series The Walking Dead, from which she took script lines and episode titles. What do you know about any of the EPs, singles, or albums that she has released? What's your knowledge on any of them?
Is Ocean Eyes a single?
It was a single, then it got put onto the EP.
Well, that was the first song I've listened to, and it was probably my most favorite song when I was younger, and I listened to that one the most. So that's mostly all I know.
Billie Eilish also had a very smaller EP which released 2 songs, and it was like guitar songs. That's what it was called. One of the songs was TV, and then one of the songs was The 30th. According to the source Billie Eilish from Wikipedia. While she was making the third album called Happier Than Ever, she also wrote these 2 songs, and she decided to put them on a separate EP. She refused to wait for that time until come out, because so she released them earlier. She wanted to spread her message to her fans as soon as possible. She said, and I quote, "These songs are really current for me, and they're songs that I want to have said right now." She loves writing songs on a specific time period and how she's feeling, because if you listen back, all her albums have a different kind of vibe, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
According to the source Billie Eilish from Gale. On January 14, 2017, Eilish released the EP called Don't Smile at Me. As I was saying before, how she released Ocean Eyes, she saw the success on that song, so she also decided to release early a song called Bellyache. She released Bellyache on February 24, 2017. A video was also released on March 22nd, 2017, going along with her song. Also, Eilish released a song called Bored on March 30th, 2017. That was part of the soundtrack on Netflix, the Netflix show called 13 Reasons Why. As part of the soundtrack to Netflix series 13 Reasons Why, a video for Bored was released on June 26, 2017. Eilish released another single called Copycat on July 14, 2017. And after that, she decided to announce the debut EP. After releasing those 3 songs, Eilish talked about releasing her EP, Don't Smile at Me. The EP was a sleeper hit, reaching number 14 on the US Billboard 200. Can I swear? Eilish released a song called Bitches Broken Hearts throughout SoundCloud on November 10, 2017. All of those songs were soon later added on to her EP. Billie Eilish's first album, called When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?, was released February 2018. On that album, she also released earlier a single called Bad Guy. Bad Guy was her first ever song to win an award. That song alone won 2 Grammys, and then later the whole album won 5 Grammys total. The album was marked with the release of 7 singles, 4 of which received multi-platinum certifications in the US. The songs that won awards was You Should See Me in a Crown, When the Party's Over, Bury a Friend, and the worldwide hit Bad Guy. On immediate commercial success, the album topped record charts. In many countries during its first week of being released, by June 2019, it has sold more than 1.3 million copies.
Wow, that's insane.
According to the source Happier Than Ever on Wikipedia. Billie Eilish's second album, called Happier Than Ever, is known as the hidden album. The reason why it is because already this album was released in 2021, July 30th, and Hit Me Hard and Soft was released May 17th, 2024, and now Hit Me Hard and Soft already has more streams than Happier Than Ever. 6.8 billion streams, but that is still a lot of streams, but Hit Me Hard and Soft has gotten more streams than that probably around 5 or 6 months ago. One very popular song Eilish wrote and put on Happier Than Ever was called What Was I Made For? It was a soundtrack released in 2023 film Barbie. According to segments posted on her social media, she was inspired to write the song after seeing unfinished scenes of the movie during its production. The movie she's talking about is Barbie. This song was put in Barbie, and it has gotten a lot of recognition, and a lot of people love that song. According to the source Hit Me Hard and Soft on Wikipedia. Billie Eilish's newest creation, Hit Me Hard and Soft, which was released on March 17, 2024, is her third album. This album has gotten 7 nominations through the AMAS award show, and it won every single AMAS award, which means just in one of the award shows, this album has won 7 awards. On April 8, 2024, Eilish announced that Hit Me Hard and Soft would be coming out. She kept giving teasers on Instagram and showing a lot more than she usually did, because this is her personal favorite album. Because this is one of Eilish's biggest and very fast-growing albums, on the first day of release, Hit Me Hard and Soft received a whopping 72.7 million streams on Spotify in the first day.
The first day? Holy crap.
This becomes her biggest streaming debut on the platform. It also debuted over 500 streams globally on its first week. In less than 2 months, it has received over 2 billion streams. This is one of Eilish's fastest growing projects. What do you think of that?
I think that that's really cool, the amount of fame that she gets and how much people really understand her music.
That is crazy. 2 billion streams in 2 months.
Yeah, there's
That's
like,
a billion streams a month.
yeah,
That's
there's like
insane.
8 billion people on Earth too.
I would like to ask now, before we get into any of the other things, what have you learned and what have I taught you about on Billie Eilish today?
I've learned a lot. I've learned how she started her music career and the first song she's ever wrote and like who she's partnering with for like her brother helping her. It's so cool that her own brother is helping her and she doesn't have to worry about any other people. Also, I find it like cool that you taught me about like all the albums that blew up and how much streams they got and her EPSs
An EP.
and EPs. And I just find it really cool that someone's like so small and how far they can go with one song dropped on iCloud.
Yeah.
SoundCloud.
Pretty cool. I'm glad I taught you a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a big Billie Eilish fan, I have collected merch, and I'll show you the merch. I got this Happier Than Ever vinyl. I have a tapestry right here, which is the Hit Me Hard and Soft album cover. On my ceiling, I have a Happier Than Ever poster that came with the vinyl, and then a CD poster that came. And I also got another one of those CDs posters. This is one of her animations to a music video she made, which is a song called My Future, which is also one of her favorite underrated songs. She loves that song. On my wall, I have 2 CDs of Hit Me Hard and Soft. I have 1 CD of Happier Than Ever, 1 CD of Where We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? That's a little Happier Than Ever little poster. We have a big Billie Eilish poster, and we have the 2 EPs. This is a necklace that I got that she released for the song What Was I Made For? I have this Billie Eilish shirt featuring her songs Lunch, which have lyrics displayed. It's a craving, not a crush. I have this shirt I got from Target, which is a Billie Eilish shirt, which also has her tour dates of 2024 to 2025. Now for fun, we're going to play a game, and I'll explain the game. Basically how the game works is we play the start of a song, and I can't look. The person who's guessing can't look. You have to guess as quick as you can. Basically, I try to guess the song. She's going to play them, and then we're going to switch. It's just for fun to test my knowledge. Why not? Okay. So I'm just gonna, you have to show them. Go up close. You have to show them.
Okay.
I'm not going to look. I'm just going to try and guess. All right, she's going to quiz me. I'm just going to say as much as I can until I'm done. All right. You should see me in a crown.
Correct.
Your power.
Yep.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Billy, you there?
Yes.
Yes.
Featuring Birds of a Feather. Therefore I Am. My Future. One of my favorite songs. Ocean Eyes. Happier Than Ever.
No.
NDA.
Yes.
Alright, now I'm gonna quiz Lila.
I
Alright.
don't know Billie Eilish songs.
Look down.
I don't know Billie Eilish
Yeah.
songs.
Ready? No. Just say skip.
Skip.
You should know this one.
Is this like All the Good Girls Go to Hell?
Yeah.
That guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Another one of my favorites.
I don't know.
This song was written for a movie.
What movie?
No Time to Die.
That's a movie?
You guess it.
No Time to Die.
Good job. I had to switch to my phone because my iPad ran out of storage. And I won. Yeah. But she actually did guess some songs, which were the popular ones, which is good. And in conclusion, I hope you learned a lot and had fun. Did you have fun?
I had fun.
Did you learn a lot?
Yeah.
This is my Geek project.